Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Winds of Change. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, it's on Steam. Anyways, in the last Let's Play, we went through the docks, and also through these little things up here, that there isn't one right now. Found that Sovi's in town, and is also getting shamed to double-cross us, maybe? Not sure. It'd be really stupid if he did. I can see a makeshift doorway at the end of the tunnels. It must be the entrance to the Rebel HQ. Finally. It's a bit far away, but I'm glad it's actual
What's
site.
the matter? Are your legs sore?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I'm just running out of breath. Is it a little stuffy down here, or...?
Yeah, it is. Don't worry. You get used to it. A small price to pay for privacy, if you ask me.
Right.
There's wooden panels on the floor, almost acting like pavement. However, it's only a bit more comfortable than the actual floor would be. It seems more aesthetic for aesthetic purposes than anything regarding comfort. Drops of humidity and moisture hit the wooden panels, making them split. Looks like they've been here for a while. Clear signs of erosion. With what I know, I'd say these tunnels are almost 20 years old.
Hey, Valessa, watch your step.
Huh?
There's a bit of a bump here. I almost tripped.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
A few moments later, she trips. There's a clear sign that she discarded his warning. He laughs and keeps walking forward, highly amused.
Let's not talk about this.
There are torches lining the tunnels, freshly lit. It must require a lot of maintenance to keep these tunnels accessible. Yeah, you'd think so. I'd hate to be down here when the torches die out. It sounds terrifying. Thankfully, it don't seem to be at any risk of fading away. We could stay down here for a while without any worry. However, that doesn't seem to be any of our agendas. I always hated things, like, I know it's little nitpicky things, but when it's like, here's this place that hasn't been accessed for thousands of years. The candles are still burning for some reason. Yes. As I walk down the tunnels, I make my way to Damek's side. I ask him what's on his mind, and the people behind us give us space. And thankful for their consideration, as he finally gets some one-on-one time.
What's on my mind? Oh, it's nothing too major. Say, can you keep a secret?
You didn't kill anybody, did you? If it brings us to more flirty stuff, I'll find something else, okay?
Again with the flattery. You already made a good impression, you know. If you keep doing that, I might just get the wrong idea.
He seems like a good boy, though. I mean, if we can flirt with him and stuff like that, then I feel like he won't betray us, hopefully. He blushes and shuffles in place, embarrassed. I'm not sure why he trusts me so easily, but I'm not complaining. Sometimes it's hard for someone in a position of power to have confidence.
About that suit of armor earlier, I think I scared everybody with my caution. Between you and I, that was a bit of an exaggeration. Like I said, those things are brittle and weak. I just didn't want anybody to knock them over, you know. If we kill one of them, what happens to the spirits inside?
That's a good question, actually. So if you bump into them, they die, and something happens to the spirit?
I want to find a way to free those spirits trapped inside. Something tells me that killing them won't accomplish that. This is the sole reason why I tell everybody to leave them alone. They're harmless. They mind their own business. It's my belief that we should give them the same courtesy. That is, at least until we find a way to give them more freedom. Though they don't serve the triumvirate, they're still trapped. Nobody should be forced into a position like that. They're just like us. Spirits of family and friends. Spirits of innocent occupation victims.
That's a loud sigh. I like the ability to vent is a godsend. I can't tell that this is something he's been keeping inside for a while. I can tell.
Sorry for rambling on. I think I'm just trying to defend myself. Last week I accidentally bumped into one. It crumbled and fell to the ground. I felt absolutely awful. It's like I killed them. Who knows how many spirits were inside that one suit? I mean, in this war, I have to draw blood. I have to kill. But normally I reserve that punishment for our enemies. We're talking about the spirits of long-lost family here, CRS.
I mean, wouldn't they just, die and go to wherever spirits go?
I feel like I did something wrong. I almost feel like I'm a murderer, It's odd how blurred those lines can be in war.
So that joke thing was kind of right in a way?
Kill the enemy leader, you're nothing short of a hero. But kill a citizen going about their business, you're a monster. Maybe at the end of the day, that's what we are. Monsters.
Hey, you're more like a hero to me. But do I want to go more flattery? I mean, he's more like a hero. Let's just put that.
I wish that's what I felt like. There's just so much pressure. I guess you know what it's like.
I mean, I haven't had to kill anyone yet. I continue walking down the tunnels while he vents. I can understand where he's coming from, and I can relate. It was all about the greater good, regardless of what we did.
Everybody expects me to lead us to victory. They call me a master strategist and shower me with praise. But at the end of the day, I'm just following in his footsteps. Salus was the master strategist, I just worked under him. They say I fill his shoes quite well, but I don't think that's true. I think they need something to believe in. They need hope. They pushed that need for hope onto me, and I became that hope. Honestly, I think I'm more of a symbol than anything else. I'm sure you know what I mean. You're the CRS.
Man, that rough.
You had this role thrust upon you whether you wanted it or not. It's kind of the same for me. I'm the general. I had no say in the matter. This pressure and all those expectations, I'm afraid I might break. Do you have any advice?
Let's share our burnings together. I'll open up my pants for you. I think you need to grow some thicker skin. Keep my fingers just high up there, just in case. Just wing it. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. I'm still figuring things out myself. I feel like some of these things aren't as flirtatious. Like, if people are friends, let's share burdens together. Though also the second one does seem kind of nice too, Ish. I want to do a random number generator. Right, can I just do that? Yeah. 1 and 2. Went to 1. Flirty.
Together, like second in command. I actually like the sound of that. We'd be a team. Something to think about at least, thank you.
Yes, especially since I'm probably going to have to do a lot of the major decisions. And also, I'm the CRS. Which, now that we have an elder, I guess that means I don't have so much to do in Valenworth,
I guess there's not much more we can do, huh? Perhaps we'll have some more time to talk later on. My doors are always open to you, CRS. I promise.
Grant, there's a lot of doors I'm going to have to go to tonight, I guess. Gives me a sly smile, and we continue to walk. The end tunnels is growing ever closer. It seemed like this leg of the journey was over. Even though we're still in the same position. Where to do? Main entrance. Okay. As soon as we exit the tunnels, it's immediately easier to breathe. Sunlight pierces through the ceiling with the surface in sight. Those tunnels must have started low and worked their way up. However, the exposure of the surface doesn't compromise our privacy. There's no way anyone could find this place unless they knew about it. What I could tell, only a select few did, so we were perfectly safe.
Ah, home sweet home. I'd like to welcome you all to our new HQ. It took some coercing with the mayor, but it's ours.
Wow, this place is incredible. And the honor guard built all of it?
Essentially, yeah. With a few finishing touches by ourselves, this is what they've been working on for 20 years.
That's crazy. All of those weapons, too. It's almost like they made it just for us.
We can dream, but I doubt it. Hey, Ulric, Pro, can you show them around?
He motions toward Valessa and Fortain.
Sure.
You got it, boss.
Pro being overly polite, likely to make it up to Damek. He sneers at Pro in reply, just a little upset at his slight delay. However, moments later, they all leave the room together. Damek turns to face me, just the two of us in the lobby. There's a lobby. A few rebels run from room to room, going about their business. I can tell from the way they move that they don't want to disturb us.
Well, what do you think? This is it. This is our home.
I mean, this isn't heart to heart, so being a little flirty is kind of okay. We've been together already. I mean, technically we are.
What? No, that's not... You know what I meant, Ceres.
I wish I was as flirty in real life, though I guess that would give a bunch of people the wrong impression, and I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. Which, now that I am saying that, I should probably think about not giving people the wrong impression in this game. You know? He smiles and shuffles in place.
Well, time to start the grand tour. Let's see, where should we go first?
He places his hand on his chin, losing himself in thought.
Ah, of course. The library and the barracks.
Barracks. He points at two of the nearby doors.
The library is great for studying, and the barracks, that's for socializing. You'll definitely want to meet your new allies. So, let's start with those. After that, we can go to your personal quarters. That's right, all of you are getting your own rooms.
Nice. My own room? That was pretty impressive. This place must go deeper than I thought. I nod and smile, and start to follow Damek. We were finally here. I felt just like I could relax now. This entire journey has just been one thing after another. I can now I can rest and have privacy? I'll never take it for granted again. The fuck was that? The library and the barracks are accessed through this area. The map icons by two doors to navigate to these optional areas. To move to your personal quarters, you must return to the regional map. Okay. But, what was up with the, shadowy thing? Rack full of swords, almost in pristine condition. Damek was right, the honor guard really left them everything. This place is a fortress, and their army is much larger than I thought. I don't know, it looked like Fontaine for some reason. Fortain. Light piercing through the ceiling. Slight exposure to the surface makes it much less stuffy. It's easier to breathe down here, and everyone seems happy about it. However, the light illuminates the dust lining almost everything. You can see the dust permeating the air. That's kind of gross. With every bit of breath I take, I'm worried I might breathe some in. These doors are blocked by countless crates and supplies. I guess there's nothing of purpose behind those doors. It seems that only the library and barracks are important. However, Damek also mentioned the crew quarters and the war table. One of the doors in this massive room must lead deeper inside. I almost have a hard time believing those suits of armor made this. Okay, go to that one, I guess. Library? When into the library, Damek rushes forward. He closes a few books and ties the room as I catch up.
Terribly sorry about the mess. It was impolite of me to leave it this way.
No worries. After a few more moments, he stops cleaning up. It didn't really bother me, just trying to make a good impression.
Well, there's not much to say about the library. As the dust would show, it doesn't get much use. But you'll find books here on pretty much everything.
Nice.
It's a great place to brush up on stuff you might be rusty on. It has a decent collection too. If it's out there, it's probably in here. Feel free to use it at your leisure. It's quite peaceful.
How do they have a library here anyways? I mean, wasn't it made by the, Honor Guard? I mean, were there books in the underground, or did somebody import them underground? He smiles and makes his way to the back of the main landing. So it's pretty big. I'm impressed they have so many books. It's almost a shame that they don't get much use. Maybe you could change that. Oh, that you learn contains every book you read on your journey. Brush up on knowledge and check on the status of your collection. It's a great way to read books without visiting older areas. Book. Now what's B? Shane's journal. Oh yeah, Shane. Okay. Guess now here. To the barracks. We're into the barracks. Actually, what time is it? Okay. And Damek quickly looks around. There's a bunch of rebels practicing with swords. Those training dummies seem to get a lot of use.
Well, this is basically our training room. It's a great place to socialize as well. I'd consider it our main hub, actually.
You can also use the suits of armor that, toppled over here.
If you can't find a comrade, they're probably in here. There's a bunch of seats at the back for when we eat meals. I guess that makes it a bit of a cafeteria too, doesn't it? Anyway, there's not much more to say. Make use of this room at your leisure. I'll meet you back outside when you're ready.
Okay. He makes his way back to the main hall. I stand and watch as the rebels practice swordplay. There's so many of them. This really was a sizable army. Actually, we can rewatch all previous party banner and revisit moving to a ton of old areas. You got the letters. This stuff. Unfair, right? I don't know how long this game is. I mean, maybe we'll add more things later. Probably. Okay. To the personal quarters, I guess. Boy, this place looks nice. Except that cracked teapot. We went to the personal quarters after a small trek through the HQ. Farther than I thought it would be. The bed as well is quite big. There isn't much of a tour to be had, so Damek sighs with relief.
Well, that about ends the tour. After this, it's just the crew quarters and the war table. I imagine this is where you'll spend most of your spare time.
Yeah, maybe in someone else's room. Wink. He walks to the back of the room and inspects the shelf on the wall. Moving books and papers aside, he seems a bit sad.
This room belonged to Shane. He was dear to me. I sent him on a dangerous mission to the Triumvirate's castle. He's been gone for a while, but I know he'll be back. I can feel it. So try not to get too comfortable, alright? This is just where you'll stay in the meantime. I wouldn't want Shane to think I forgot about him.
So where would I go then? You know, that makes perfect sense. But I wonder why he was inspecting the shelf. He stopped empty-handed, so he didn't find what he wanted.
You deserve a lot of rest, at least for today. Just follow me for a little bit longer. We're almost done. I'll show you where your comrades are staying.
Are you sure you don't want to spend some alone time first? I kind of want to click on it, but I feel like I'm kind of giving him the wrong impression. Of course, lead the way. Go on, let me sleep already.
Thanks for being so accommodating. I'll meet you outside, CRS.
He walks backward towards the door, waiting outside. I guess it was time to finish the tour, finally. Good quarters is our next stop. There's a bunch of scrolls and books on the top shelf. Most of it belongs to the previous owner, Shane. Some mentioned this used to be his quarters. It's a bit odd to give them away if he's still alive, though. After investigating a bit more, I find his journal. Last entry was regarding his upcoming mission.
Shane's journal. Damek has tasked me with something risky, but I know I can pull it off. I'd never let him down, and I truly owe him my life. He wants me to get caught on purpose. I know, it sounds stupid, but if I can get behind enemy lines, my insight could be invaluable. We know a lot about their castle, but we still know next to nothing about the Triumvirate themselves, let alone the forces of the Inquisition. This is my chance to expose them. So many questions, finally answered. I'll have to brush up on my acting and make it look like I'm actually getting caught. That'll require some planning, but I'll make sure that it seems natural. They'll likely starve me, or torture me, or worse. But I'll endure it. It's nothing new to me. I've endured it all in the past before Damek saved me and took me in. I'll survive it again for our cause, and for him. All for him. Shane.
Oh, does Shane have something for Damek? Though here's the thing, this does kind of make, because I was like, wait, the letter said he's betraying, Damek betrayed Shane by having him get caught, but then the plan was for him to get caught, and it's like, okay, so why is it saying rage is boiling up inside of him? You know? Because it was their plan. I'm feeling like this game, is kind of throwing a bit of, things that make you think that he's trying to betray us, but I guess hopefully not. So scared, but loyal to Damek. Good thing Damek isn't the type to take advantage of that. I'm sure Shane would carry out his goal just fine, definitely, even though I have no idea who he is. There's a table lined with pretty much everything I'd need. Seems like this room was equipped with stuff for a long stay. However, something told me I wouldn't get to make much use of it. My training regiment would likely be intense. Early to rise, late to sleep, I could tell. Why are there candles so close to the bed? Good point! I can understand wanting to be warm, but fire hazard much? Maybe I'd blow them out if things get too concerning. Expect the boxes and they're full of food. They definitely stocked me up for a long stay. Thankfully, it was stuff that wouldn't go bad fast. I rummaged through it, impressed at the selection. Was all really provided by the honor guard? They don't need to eat. Just what were they doing? Chest. Wood. Okay, we got a little bit of time to do a thing. Crew quarters. Oh, woo. After exiting my room, it takes me to a large hallway. At the end of it is a grand door, likely leading to somewhere important. Lining the sides are smaller doors. I assume they lead to more private rooms.
That door right there leads to the war table. That's the end of this tour. It's where things start. I'll go over our battle plan and give you an itinerary. Your training will commence tomorrow. I can't believe this is finally happening. It almost feels like a dream, you know.
That's how Nervous laughed before turning to face the large door.
Well, these doors on the side lead you to your comrades' rooms. Valessa and Fortame have been given personal rooms just like you. My quarters are here as well if you'd like to come spend time with me. I'm going to make a quick stop in my room, actually. After that, I'll meet you at the war table, alright? Take some time to unwind. You really deserve it. It's been a pleasure, CRS.
With a smile, he walks off to one of the side rooms. I guess that's the one I'd go to if I went to see him. With some long-awaited free time, it might be a good idea. However, I should make sure I spend it wisely. As soon as I meet him at the war table, things will begin. As something told me that nothing would be easily moving forward. Use the region map to move to the war table and continue the story. For now, feel free to roam the world and access content at your leisure. Every unlocked character has a heart-to-heart in the crew quarters. Whoa. Who the hell is this? Character not in your party. Okay, I was like, boy, they really went full emo there. I mean, we were kind of flirting with her, but let's see what's up with him. You? Okay. Enter Ulric soon. He's lying on his bed, relaxed. Bottles of alcohol line the table nearby. Some empty, some full. Hears me enter, and immediately rise up, grabbing his sword. Really?
Who's there?
As soon as he notices me, he relaxes again. Who's there? Losing grip on his sword, he puts it aside. He was a bit paranoid, but with reason.
Sorry, you never know when someone might attack. I don't normally doze off too much, for that reason alone. It's nice to see you, though. I had a good time at the tavern.
Mm-hmm. He stands up and walks over the table. With a large swig from another bottle, he lets out a refreshing sigh. Must not have much downtime, but today was an off day.
Damek said to relax, so that's what I'm doing. I've known him for years, and he's never said that. I'm surprised he's not celebrating his new pirate treaty. Even if he tells us to relax, I doubt that he's doing it. He's probably already waiting for you in the war room. Don't worry, I'll try not to keep you here for too long.
A quickie? He shovels the bottle aside, looking at something in specific. It isn't too much longer until he finds a much larger bottle, still full. There's a crimson liquid inside. Seems to be a special wine.
I've been saving this for a special occasion. And trust me, Damek giving me the night off is really special. I don't remember the last time I could just sit back and relax.
He pops the cork of the bottle and takes a large swig. Weren't you supposed to savor wine rather than chug it?
Valoranthian wine. It's quite delicious. I'd say it's the best thing to come from that horrible place. It tastes like juice, but trust me, it sneaks up on you later.
Oh, I love alcohol that's like that.
Shall we?
He holds out the bottle and offers it to me. I accept it, and both sit down on the edge of the bed, taking turns and pass the bottle back and forth until it's gone.
Wow. That certainly took me back. I haven't had a drinking buddy like you in a long time. People these days seem to forget about the finer things in life.
Alcoholism?
Damek is always saying, train, train, train. I don't even know if he's capable of taking it easy. At least Salas knew how to balance work and fun.
He goes to take another sip of wine, trying to get the last drops. I wonder how much that cost him. It's probably the best I've ever tasted.
I guess I shouldn't bore you with that kind of talk. Your time is valuable, and you're choosing to spend it with me. Some host I'd be if I sat here and wasted that time of yours.
He stands up and places the bottle on the table before sitting down again. The bed is more than big enough to fit the both of us comfortably. Let's have a sigh before crossing his arms. Hopefully, if we're sitting on the bed with our backs to the wall, our backs don't catch on fire because we're covered in fur.
I guess that's all I had. Too bad. The night is still young.
Wink. Now softly, looking over in my direction.
Drinking buddies with no drinks? This is a first. What now?
Has it already been this long since Ulric had a friend? He doesn't know what to do, so I give him some direction. It's crazy how much he knows about me. Yeah, I know nothing about him. So I give him some direction. I present myself to him.
More about me? So you want me to bore you, huh?
Okay. Sure. He smiles and lays back on the bed, looking up at the ceiling. It's almost like he didn't want to look at me while he spoke. As a courtesy, I lay back as well, and we look up together.
Well, I'm probably older than you think, but I prefer to use the term experienced. I've seen a lot of combat in my numerous years.
Yeah, I'm extremely old. I'm 27. In anime, that's pretty ancient.
You kind of grow up alongside battle in Alarinthia. The culture there is so steeped in war it's impossible to avoid. When you come of age, you should already be an expert in combat. I was, but I chose to leave Alarinthia behind as soon as I could. My parents wanted me to stay, but I think they wanted it for them. I came to the mainland because I knew it would be the best for me. You need to look out for yourself. Don't let others sway your opinion. At least, that's what I told myself. I justified breaking my parents' hearts. I can't make it up to them either. They've been gone for ages. They were part of a movement that wanted to change Alarinthia. Things would be better in the hands of the wise, not the strong. An admirable view, unless you're surrounded by the strong.
Only, yeah.
And surrounded they were. They were killed for their beliefs. That's why I hate Alarinthia more than anything. And the way it's run. I told myself I'd come to the mainland and practice my swordplay. I'd only ever return when I was strong enough to win. If I could become the ruler of Alarinthia, I would change their laws. Every leader has that ability, but they only care about their own power. It's always a battle of the strong against the wise. I wanted to go back to that land, both strong and wise. A ruler with a different outlook? He could change everything. It's just the alcohol talking right now, by the way. The childish dream of a young man. That's all it was. This world offers no quarter to men blind on ambition.
He tilts his head to look at me.
And so we offer no quarter in return. This war, it's already taken so much from us. I find myself asking, how much more will it take?
Hopefully no one dies. Or none of the main characters, at least. He leans in closer, and his words become softer.
If anything, at least it's taught me something important. We can only truly enjoy what we have right in front of us. Once it leaves our sight, we may never see it again.
He raises his hand and runs it along the side of my face, smiling at me. I can feel he's nervous, but so am I. I know exactly what's coming.
We just need to live in the moment, right? At the end of the day, that's all we really have. Something special we can share and never forget.
He leans in closer, and I smell the sweet of the wine on his breath. I lean in too, signaling my consent, and we quickly surrender to the passion. Our lips press together once, twice, and then I'm unable to keep count. The warmth of our bodies entwined is all I'm capable of focusing on. He was right. No matter what happened, we'd always have this memory. I wanted to get to know him better, and that's what I did, without words. So, did we bang? Or did we just have a drunken makeout session? Now I feel kind of weird. Because before I was like, he seems alright, and I was kind of focusing on her. And then he grew on me, and I'm like, yeah, him. Though, I don't know. Did I make out with him? I mean, we did. But, yeah. Ooh, a bit over time. And that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So anyways, please comment, because I like comments, so much you like, dislike, tips, as always. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that have grown. Please remember spaying your animals to control the pet population. And until next time, Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of Winds of Change. A game where you maybe have sex? I don't know. Thanks and see ya.